I'd like to apologize on behalf of the Dallas Mavericks organization to current and former employees who worked in an environment where there were, as stated in the investigator's report, numerous instances of sexual harassment and other improper workplace conduct. The report also states the harm to women included deep impairment of the ability of women to go to work and do their jobs. That is so terribly troubling to me, especially as a woman. I have 2 daughters. I just can't imagine working in that kind of environment.
Why do you believe that there wasn't more of a public outcry over the last 20 years from the employees?
So, you know, it's interesting, and I've thought about this a lot because particularly there are a number of women who don't come forward, and there are a number of women who, you know, came forward as a part of our investigation who confided in us really for the first time that they had told, they were not interviewed by Sports Illustrated, they did not come forward to the media. And there was one particular conversation where we talked about the fact that, you know, during this first incident in 1997, 1998, it came out about the same time as the Monica Lewinsky scandals, and the impression amongst the women that it would not be good for them or for their careers to come forward. And so I think that historically, that there was some fear to come forward. I think the other piece of this, and you know, this is a national problem, and I should say this, we don't think, this is not something that's isolated to the Mavericks, right? I mean, I think we're all watching this happen nationally. There are unique facts here, and there's a length of time that's pretty stunning. But this is really a problem I think we're seeing in all parts of society. And just the majority of women do not make reports, and they do not come forward. And if you look at the research and you sort of look behind some of this, you find consistently that when women do make reports, they are retaliated against. They do end up leaving their jobs. They do end up with worse jobs. So the outcomes are often pretty negative when they come forward. And so it's kind of an incredible leap of faith that you're asking people to make. In this organization, I think employees didn't know where to turn because, again, you have a CEO who's engaged in conduct. And this idea that you would turn to the media, I think, is a pretty recent one on the Me Too, in the Me Too space. And so I think a lot of it may have also been that the women didn't all know about each other, right? And so there is some of the, once Sports Illustrated came out, a number of women realized that they wanted to talk as well.